Hello and welcome. We're just here today with a quick GT7 update. Apparently we've skipped 1.10 and went straight to 1.11, which there's nothing wrong with that, I just found it a little funny. But besides that, this seems to be the update we've all been waiting for. It will be adding more profit to most of the races. It seems what it says here for the first part of this update. The world circuits, the amount of rewards for the events in the latter half of the world circuits has been increased. So not all of it, it seems, but it seems the races later on will have their prices fixed, which we're going to check as well. We're going to make sure and see what kind of comparison we can make and how much they've upped them. We're going to check a few races, just a couple, just to see if we can compare. Right? We have new race events as well. World Touring Car 600, 700, and 800 for Tokyo Expressway, 24 Hours Demand, and the Sardinia Road Track A. So new World Touring Car races. I would guess that they would add a higher profit from these as well, since they're probably later on as well in the latter half of all the circuits, of the world circuits. The circuit experience rewards are now provided when clearing all layouts of circuits in gold or bronze results. And if you have already achieved these results, then you can go into the sector selection screen and exiting with the exit button will award the prize. So yeah, you just go there, you exit, and it should give you your prize. Lobby and sports mode, there have been a lot of lobby problems. The amount of rewards in lobbies and daily races has been increased, which is great to see because daily races and all the online races that you do, you wanna be getting more out of it, especially if you're in podium or in first, in fact. And I'd think 20 to 40k for a race like that just isn't enough. And so hopefully it'll be a lot better now. It corrected an issue where spectating while entered in a race in the lobby did not allow you to switch the spectator camera, changed the Nations Cup and Manufacturers Cup so that the helmet thumbnail specific to the championship is displayed. When the room mode is set to practice endurance race, it adjusted the finish timing when the course setting is set to time limit. Changed the camera movements before races start in daily races when starting method is set to formation. So I'm curious to see what that's like um, and how much that's changed. They've also added a new mission called the Human Comedy, containing 1 hour endurance races, which can pay up to about 1.2 million credits per event. You unlock it at level 23, collector's level, so that's not so bad. That's pretty good. An hour for 1.2 mil. I guess that depends on how much you can make from the other races, but I guess we'll see. It seems pretty good to me, and endurance races can be pretty fun. Race information such as starting grid, number of laps or time limit, starting method, etc., are now displayed in the race event quick menu of missions. They've also raised the maximum cap for earned in-game credits to 100 million credits, so that's going to help a lot. I do not believe 20 million was near enough, especially since there's cars that cost 20 million in the legendary section. There will be more cars available now in the used and legendary cars sections. Improved physics when landing from a jump, mainly on dirt tracks. See, I had a feeling this was feeling a bit odd off the jumps in general. Hopefully this has fixed it. I'm not entirely sure if it has, but I guess we'll see. It will be very interesting. I'm very curious about that. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it does better now. It also, oh yeah, they've fixed. Well, they're not fixed, but they added an extra setting to the anti-lag system. So now instead of just off and on, it's now off, weak, or strong. So that's a bit of an update that I'm interested in as well. Also interesting. So they've also corrected an issue where if you open the car settings after selecting a part in the tuning shop, but cancelling without purchasing it, it would blank out the created setting sheet, the name, and settings would be reset. So luckily they fixed that. That would probably be annoying for a lot of people that are tuning a lot. So that should sort those issues out. Corrected an issue for races where time penalties were not being issued properly when short distance shortcuts were made or successive shortcuts were made. So penalties should be a little more strict on corner cutting now, which is good to see. So let's see what's next. Corrected an issue where a penalty would always be issued for cutting the white line at Goodwood. So yeah, that's pretty good. Let's fix that problem up. Adjusted the pit stop starting position for the Daytona International Speedway Tri-Oval. So custom races, they've changed so that the balance of performance setting can be turned on or off when the players' cars are G1, 2, 3, 4, and B categories. So that's actually quite nice. That they didn't just take it out; they added an option, right? They're adding more options rather than just taking certain things out, which is nice to see. Some graphics fixes for anyone that's using or taking a lot of photos here. The quality of smoke will be a lot better. Corrected an issue where debris during crashes while in cockpit view would enter the inside of the car. So I guess unless you got your window open, that's yeah, it's a bit odd. Corrected the graphics drawing of smoke when seen through car windows. That's interesting. That's nice to know. So they're fixing up a lot of graphical issues there too. Replays. Until now, the control menu appeared using any button on the controller, but this has been changed so that it will now only appear when using the confirm and cancel buttons. Now, see, I like that. That's nice to see. When looking through replays, it's nice to be able to change the view without that control menu just appearing out of nowhere. And so now you should be able to look through the replay without having to worry about changing view and that popping up, especially if you're like recording or something. Some steering controls for anyone using Fanatec Club Sport Steering Wheel Formula V2 on the Fanatec GT Diddy Pro. Some fixes here. So if you're dealing with any of that, that should all be sorted for you now. So they've assigned the upper right and left paddles on the Fanatec Podium Advanced Paddle module to turn signals. Assign the left-right toggle switch to MFD toggle and change features. Assign the analog stick to head turning. Extra button assignment is only available when the compatible steering wheel is attached. When attaching a replacement steering wheel, such as the Fanatec Club Sport Steering Wheel Formula V2 on the Fanatec CSL Elite and Fanatec Podium, change the MFD change function assigned to both left and right toggle switches so that the left toggle switch is assigned to the switch MFD feature. And various other issues have been addressed as well. So there's a lot of fixes when it comes to steering controls and steering wheels in general, it seems. And that's good to see that they're getting to it. So that's pretty much everything here. The most important thing that I want to check out here is the payouts for the World Circuits, right? So, if I'm correct, the World GT Series, the last championship that you do was 60. Oh, wow, okay. So, you used to get 60k, now that 60k in first is second. So, if you're hitting first in all of these, you're getting 100,000 on each one. So, that's upped by 40,000. That's interesting. So, okay, it's up by 40,000. Let's see, there was another one that I wanted to check. 65,000. It's upped by I think about 15,000. I think it was $50,000 payout. So they've upped things a little bit, and they've added some new races, I believe. I think it should be this one here. 485,000. 15 laps of this, and if you get a clean race bonus, it might be quite nice. That is quite a lot. That's quite interesting. But that's the main thing I wanted to see. And I think that's the main thing everyone was hoping for. Payouts just rising. So this is great to see. I'm very happy to see it. So they've added everything. The only thing they didn't add yet is the selling of the cars, I guess. I didn't see anything about it in the update, which is a little sad to see. Hopefully it'll be in the next update. If you enjoyed the video, then thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.